reflects off of the dome structure is really unique to this building and comes back to the way it was constructed and the way it was made and the materials that went into producing it.
The dome of the INtEgraTRon enhances the acoustic experience within. This is very much like ancient temple sites like Newgrange that are somewhat domed and also focus on the acoustical experience.
It's a real mystery that it has all these beautiful sound qualities and properties to it, but it's interesting to consider that all along maybe the INtEgraTron's design really was as a sound frequency machine more than an electrostatic generator of some sort. It seems odd that there would be so many amazing acoustical properties to it if they weren't supposed to be there. Maybe it could have been both sound and using electromagnetism in its design.
Although Van Tassel's direct work at the INtEgraTRon ended more than 40 years ago, its unusual architecture continues to produce scientific revelations. But if the structure's acoustic and geometric properties serve a technological purpose, what could it be?
The INtEgraTRon is a beautiful geometric building divided into 16 parabolic arcs in the dome up top, and then it's an octagon on the bottom. So it seems to be functions of 8s, 4s, 16s. All geometrics have a sum total of their angles. Well, it also means that we are living in a harmonic system.
The sacred geometry of the INtEgraTRon is very unique. It is a 16-sided building. We don't see those very often. We did see one in a painting by Raphael, The Marriage of the Virgin, where he shows a 16-sided tower that is thought to be Solomon's temple. This is very important because Solomon's temple was the permanent home of the Ark of the Covenant. And maybe this is what Van Tassel was hinting at with the construction of the INtEgraTRon. The Ark of the Covenant is a device that opened up a blazing portal through
For real. Ooh. Interesting at the glares right there. Yep, the Holy Grail.
The sacred object that was described in the Bible as a device with which to communicate with God? Is it possible that George Van Tassel, who sometimes referred to the INtEgraTRon as the Tabernacle, was building a machine that would not only rejuvenate the human body, but would use acoustic frequencies to connect with other
Yeah, that's why I love that place.
Through our mental state, without ever having to make actual contact with an extraterrestrial, that there is some latent design built into us, possibly intentionally, that we have a little transceiver that when we get everything
Now I've
right,
been
and we
reached.
start playing these tones according to these exact codes and keys left behind for us, that we might open this portal of communication.
Yeah, for real.
Perhaps this is ultimately what
You know, I don't know.
INtEgraTRon doing, was being able to open up a portal or a gateway so that
I'll say it later.
extraterrestrials coming and going from the Earth.
If the incredible story of George Van Tassel is true, and he was carrying out an alien agenda,
It's so interesting that the glare is right there.
then we know,
I don't want to take it out either.
could it be used to reconnect with the very beings he claimed to be in contact
Whoa.
with, and thereby recover the key to completing it?
I love that place. What I was trying to say is that, like all my notes. What I'm trying to say is that, ever since I've gone to the INtEgraTRon, now mind you, that's only like an hour and something, less than 2 hours from LA. And I know in 1947, you know, there was like, you know, UFO like visitations out here in LA. Maybe that's why LA is calling me, you know, has been calling my heart for the longest time. But what I was trying to say is that I've had 2 like sightings of just Palladians, and I know for some reason the second time that I seen them, they were kind of like in between like Palladian that I'm aware of, like how they look, the first time I seen them, definitely there was a lot of them. But I think they were being very, very, very respectful to not scare me, and it spooked me because they were like silhouetted like all over East LA for real. Yeah. I was in Boyle Heights. I was living there for a little bit. What up, bro Gato? Shout out to him. That was, his lovely place before. And I lived with him for a little bit. Well, when I was speaking to my best friend Tiffany, who was actually passed away, you'll hear me talk about her a lot more, here and there and stuff. She's very significant. She still is significant in my life. I just turned 555. I feel closer to her actually now. Kind of like I was so sad for the longest time not having my mother and my grandmother who raised me and my daughter who I lost. And, when I realized that they're closer to me, actually, it's like, I did stop being lonely. And they've spoke to me, and it's just, they've helped me so much with so much healing, and I'm never, we're never alone. We're all one, as I shared with my divine masculine. Now, I've seen the Palladians twice, and as I was saying, I was speaking to my girl Tiffany, my best friend. Tiffany, she's still here. She just passed away like less than a year ago, about 6 months ago. But I'll get into that more in a little bit. And so I was speaking with her on the phone, and then I don't know. This woman always. Oh, I'll continue the story later.